Okay, so
Fair
now
enough.
for what could be the final match, but probably not. Um,
Wow.
Oh. The amount of confidence that we have entered with Nova is just
that's
very
because that's
high.
how Neo get. That's how Neo gets triggered. I say
Oh,
that, and now suddenly he's gonna go Super Saiyan and win.
you know what?
Oh my god. Yeah, he started with burning chicken. That's definitely Super Saiyan.
Oh, hi, Akari in the front row. You're totally getting attacked next turn.
You realize that Akari is not that important, right?
I mean, it's in the front row. Oh, draw
It's
turn.
not. It's not that important.
Yeah, you still get rid of your opponent's plusing, just get rid of it.
I mean, yeah, you can get rid of it if you want. I'm just saying it's not her. It's
Dun,
not her
dun,
mainstay.
dun, dun.
Wow. Very nice, nice, nice. That lovely
So let's
Chitara is
see if
hitting.
we guard this. Wow, we guard this.
Well, if he didn't guard it, that
Oh,
booster would
jeez.
make Chitara more painful.
Pause.
Well, Chatra
You
can't
got
attack
Chitara.
it.
When Chitura can't attack rears.
I mean, do you want to attack rears with Chitara?
Yes,
And
yes,
great.
he does.
And grade 3's
Sometimes.
flooding my hand as usual.
No, he does at this particular moment.
Yeah, obviously, but I mean, Chitara as a card would be more stupid if it could do that.
I mean, it would
That-
technically be. It technically wouldn't matter because
No.
it wouldn't get its skill when it attacks the rear.
Eh, that's assuming that is the case. We don't know what Bushiroad would have done if they allowed this thing to attack rear guards.
I mean, Bushiroad pulls some stupid shit. They made
Thank
Life
you.
Rose.
Okay, sorry, but after Life Rose, I don't trust Bushiroad and Brutal Trooper. Oh my god.
And I mean, think about it. They also created freaking
Alright.
Exilus
Weakening
Messiah,
attack.
the generation rare that requires 2 generation rares.
Yeah, you need to die.
I honestly don't even want to talk about XLX Messiah. The whole G-Rare requiring G-Rare thing just kills me. Like, just, ugh.
I mean, I want them to understand that they should never do that again. I really do.
They never will learn.
I
They'll
want
try to
them
make G-Rare...
to understand they should never do that again. It's basically
It's actually really
basically the equivalent of. Do you know the story of how Glendios was in set 15 in Japan?
Oh, I see what you're
That
saying.
its triple R reverse literally meant there was only one per case.
Yeah, but then in English there was like...
Well,
my friends put like 4.
no, in English its rarity was basically the same as a triple rare. But my point is, imagine if that hadn't happened, it never got reprinted, and they made a card and they came out with Omega Loop. So if you want to make Omega Loop work, you got to find a way to get the one card out of an entire case.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's basically what Exilus is.
I mean, it's with Exilus's case, it's more of the fact that Amnesty is in every Link Joker deck, and you need 2 of it to use Exilix. Literally, Amnesty is $100 now because of this, and Exilix is $55. God, my God.
Well, it's because Exilus literally does nothing without Amnesty, and Amnesty is actually really good on its own because it fights the Link Joker mirror match.
Yeah, that's also another reason why I would expect Exilix to be at least 20 maximum, since he does nothing if you don't pay $200.
He's still a generation rare. You pay for just the rarity.
Yeah, Chronos Command's a generation rare, and he's $20. You need him for freaking Revolution.
I'm surprised I'm surprised he's not worth more because of Chronos Command Revolution. But then again, you don't need Chronos Command Dragon to do Chronos Command Revolution. It just makes it better.
Well, you need Chronos Command to use Revolution.
No, you don't. If its skill is literally pay the cost, everything goes to the bottom of the deck. If Chronos Command Dragon is face up, then 2 of yours stay.
You'd rather have it, but
you'd rather have it, but you can at least use the damn card if you don't have it.
I think the main reason Revolution and Chronos Command aren't that expensive is because
Chronos Command isn't that good. It's because Chronos Command isn't that good. It has to hit.
Well, there's that, and there's also the part where
If he didn't have to hit, he would
stages-
be amazing.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah, that, and the part where next stage needs to be at 4 for the competitive build, according to people.
I mean, according to people, that's honestly not true, in my opinion, but that's another story for another day.
Well, I find it agreeable to an extent.
You don't
considering
need
what the
four.
build is,
You don't need 4 Chrono Dragon next stage as long as you know how to time when the hell to use it. And if you use it and they don't die, then use something else.
Well, that's the thing. You don't need it, but it helps kill your opponent if you play more of it. It more guarantees it.
It
Because I've
more
seen a lot of
guarantees it
situations
at the
where-
cost of cluttering up your G Zone, and Gear Chronicle used the G Zone as a toolbox. They have so much versatility within their G Zone, and they can do so much with it, that if you limit yourself to just, I'm going to put a bunch of next stage because that's what I feel like doing, then you're literally just, you're literally cutting your toolbox in half.
I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that because yes, I agree with what you're saying that they have a lot of toolboxing and the stride zone shouldn't be that cluttered when it comes to a deck that's essentially the essence of G striding. But to me, if they're dead, then it doesn't matter. And they usually already have Metallica Phoenix and Fate Rider and Colossus to do all kinds of shit if next stage even fails or if they don't need the next stage. So they have options.
I mean,
The next
they
stage is
have
just there-
options, but and next stage is there in case you need it, but you don't need 4 to do that. The 2 is enough. 2 is enough. They have so
It
many
is.
other really good options as well. I mean, they got literally a set breaking card as a single rare. Like
Well,
like
yeah.
people got pissed about
Colossus.
that because
I
Clock
don't know
Fencer
why they got
Dragon
pissed
was
about
the triple rare of that set.
Yeah, that's understandable.
They literally
Swear to God,
could have
freaking
switched
trouble.
the stride and the clock fencer between the rare and the triple rare, and everyone would have been happy.
I don't think so, to be honest. I mean, do you really want to spend more money for something that you can just get for cheaper?
It
I mean, I
makes
understand why
more
people are
it
complaining.
makes more sense though. It makes the set bad if one of the potential triple rares you can get is a damn grade 2 like that.
Yeah,
Because
is
that
true.
means that's one less triple rare in the box.
You pretty much brick if you. Yeah, that box is terrible. I'm not gonna deny it. GPT-05 is terrible when it comes to
I
like,
wouldn't
buying
say
set cards.
I wouldn't say terrible. I wouldn't say terrible. It's got good things in it, but there's a lot
Just
of
not enough.
you got to dig through a lot of shit.
Yeah, and it's not enough. Like if
you
you're
gotta
not, if
you
you're
gotta
not
dig
aiming-
through Susanoo's stride. You gotta dig through the freaking Nightmare Dolls if you don't have Alice, which you probably don't
Oh my
because she's
God.
a set 3 card. So
Mhm.
the chances of getting her now are really low. You gotta dig through what the fuck else is in set 5?
You don't want to remember because the only things that are important in that set are essentially Chaos Breaker and what was the other one? Freaking Excelix Messiah, I guess. Yeah, because
I mean, that's what the meta thinks, but honestly, Voltage is amazing.
yeah, Voltage is great. I'm not saying he's not great, but yeah.
No, I mean Voltage is. If
It's pretty
people knew what Voltage was capable of, that would literally be within the meta right now. But,
Of course,
you
but
know, people
what can you do?
people
Everyone-
don't think that hard. People don't want to
It's not
think
that they
that
don't
hard.
think that hard. It's just there's a lot of meta sheep, and there's also the part where you.
I honestly would
just
say
look at
people
some-
don't want to think that hard.
Yeah, there's that. That is true. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I used to think like Unova and think that like 4 next stage is unnecessary and all that stuff. But I tried it myself, and I don't know. I still believe that as long as they're dead, it doesn't matter that much what you can do. You already have enough options to do whatever you want.
Yeah, but if they're not, then you're screwed.
Well, in that situation, we'll figure
And that
something out.
was 12 crit Nico striking again.
Oh god, did that just happen? Oh shit.
Yeah, 12 crit Nico.
R.I.P.
Next
Good
game.
job, though, Neo.